Schumann frequency 7.83 Hertz. Today, let's look into the heart of its energy. Yes, directly into the frequency. We talked on these devices that generate the Schumann frequency. Probably you have one of them. And here's another one, a DIY model that I prefer. I made a lot of experiments with it. But today we won't talk upon these devices. We will talk directly on the frequency and all these crazy effects that it does for our world. You know, it's created by flashes, and the resonate comes through the ionosphere and the surface of our planet. 7.83 Hertz. That means we are dealing with a wavelength of 39,000 kilometers, nearly 1 times around our globe. But this is not just one frequency. There are a lot of flashes on our planet, mostly in Africa, but also in other continents. That means nearly everywhere are these transmitters that create this frequency. Sometimes higher peaks, sometimes lower, and even the frequency can deviate. And all these waves are traveling around the globe. They are traveling with the speed of light. What means 1 time around the globe, 0.133 seconds. That means they travel and they come back, nearly like an echo. What means we have several layers of these frequencies with different amplitude and different frequency. And it goes even further. Imagine our Earth as a transmitter and our Moon as a reflector. We call this moon bounce. The way to the Moon, 1.28 seconds. This means the total length, 2.56 seconds. Then they come back to the Moon and they intermingle with all the other frequencies. This is a good frequency salad. And in today's video, we will figure out what will happen when these frequencies meet each other. And I did even forget to mention that there are overtones. We call it octaves, not just 7.83. We have 15.66. Then we have 31.32 and so on. And in today's video, we will also watch the effect from them. Let's start our experiment. We are well equipped and we say we have a sine wave here, a wonderful sine wave. This is the frequency that we are dealing with. But now we get another Schumann frequency. For example, the echo that comes around the globe. Here we have it. It is coming and it has a different frequency, slightly different. But the problem is they don't appear separate. No, they intermingle because they are in the same room. They modulate each other. And what happens then? We will look at this right now. We have these two sine waves, and when we add them together, as they are really added together in our atmosphere, you can see when they match, they produce a bigger wave. And then when the phase is shifting, and then when they come to the point, they nearly delete themselves. But the thing goes on. They will increase each other. Isn't this amazing? They will increase each other. But as the frequency, the phase is going on, it goes in another direction. And you see, the final wave is deleted. I think this is beautiful. I can watch at this endlessly. It's just the phase that decides whether they will get bigger as the final result or they will get zero. Look at this sine wave crossing the zero line. Many people think, oh, the energy is gone, but that's not true. Think of it like a swing. When you are at the very top, you feel nearly weightless for a second. That is pure tension, pure potential. But then your gravity pulls you down, and as you pass the center point, the zero line, you have the highest speed, the maximum power. The 0 point isn't nothing. It is the moment of maximum transition. But this was only the two-dimensional perspective. Let's add another dimension, a 3D dimension. And here we have it. Now look at this dancing circle on the screen. In the 3D world of this field, the energy doesn't just go back and forth. It's like the swing becomes a loop-the-loop. While one force reaches that weightless top point, the second force is already pushing from the side. The result? The energy never stops. It never hits zero. It stays in a beautiful, harmonious rotation. It's the eternal flow of the Schumann Resonance, protecting and energizing the space around us. Isn't this amazing? And now for all the engineers out there, what we are seeing here is the conservation of angular momentum within the field. While the amplitude of a single channel periodically hits zero, the power vector remains constant in XY mode. Energy is not dissipated. It rotates. Or in other words, this is the conservation of angular momentum in action. Individual amplitudes may hit zero, but the power vector remains constant. Energy isn't destroyed. It's in a state of constant rotation. Wow, I love that. And when one frequency is a little higher, we have this. As I said, the frequency is always changing. And this is the 3D view. Now we had two frequencies that were nearly the same. Let's look whether we have the normal frequency, and now we get the octave 7.83 and 15.66. This is how it looks like when we have a perfect octave. But let's imagine this octave has a frequency a little higher. And voila, we have this. And now you might think, what about the second octave? We can do this too. 31.32. Here we have it. And let's imagine one frequency is a little different. Then we have this. I mean, this isn't just a number. This is our consciousness. So I hope you liked our experiment where we watched at the heart of the energy of the 7.83 Hertz and how it intermingles with itself, with the echo, with the reflections. What happens when the phase is changing, What happens when we even watch at the octaves, the overtones? As you see, this topic is endless. And I think once in a while, it's good to deepen our knowledge. Thank you so much for watching. I made a lot of experiments on the Schumann frequency. We informed water. We mixed it together with a high power laser. You will find the playlist in the description and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I meet you in my other videos.